Well, for a school to be accredited, it means that the education provided by the school meets a certain standard of quality. Well, one local school celebrated an important milestone today. Bay High was recognized for its 100th year of accreditation. Many alumni, current students, and community members were at the school to help celebrate. A slideshow of the school's many accomplishments over the past 100 years was played. The company Cognia does the accrediting, and they check all of the guidelines that a school needs to meet each year in order to continue accreditation. They say those evaluations are done on teachers, curriculum, facilities, and materials, and that the 100-year accomplishment is something worth celebrating.
It is certainly quite an accomplishment to celebrate, and I'm thrilled that your superintendent, your principals, and your entire community are all here today to celebrate that, because they obviously see the value in accreditation and what it means for your community.